It's snowing outside. It's November 11th. So annoyed, but also quite happy. I love snow. Yeah, trying to get a nice photo, but I have screen, so I can't see it that well. Hello, everyone. It's me, Uranus2099, and welcome back to another review. Today, I am reviewing what TFCDM Productions requested. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm doing it right now from memory. He's a big fan of the channel. If you haven't checked out his content, I recommend checking it out and giving a nice old subscribe to him, because he's actually pretty good at doing stop motions. He'll usually be one of the comments, and I'll pin his comment for this video. But I will be reviewing the Iron Man from Avengers Endgame. This Iron Man is probably one of my favorites so far. I've had tons of fun just playing with him. I think that's mainly because the suit is really different from others. The suit isn't as bad as sometimes the other ones. The other ones are lacking in paint. This one actually is pretty good with the paint. I was surprised. Yeah, you can see my shadow. I was pretty surprised with how good the paint was when I first got this guy. I do have some scuffage on the helmet, the head, but it's nothing too bad. I had just call it more damage. So, we're going to take a look at some of the kind of cool things with this figure, and then after that, we will take a look at the figure's accessories. So, the head, as we all know, is on a different system, so you're definitely not going to be able to pop on like an SHF head or pop this head on any of the other ones. I think they wanted to make sure that this head was for this one. Find out a little stupid. It still gives the same amount of articulation, but it just does it in such an odd way. I definitely don't think that they should go with this route of articulation. They definitely shouldn't keep this route. They definitely shouldn't go this way. Just doesn't work as well. You can't get as much forward and back as I'd like. So, and then the other unique things are sculpt. It is a totally new sculpt. Maybe some of the parts are borrowed from the old Mark 50, but the Mark 85 definitely makes itself different in that area. Now, as you notice, he has one open palmed hand and one closed hand. And they finally gave us the hands that I love. The old ones that had the open palm for repulsor blast, but also were on a hinge so you could get normal, just open palm look without having to have anything else. And it just looks much better than having a strictly open palm this way. Having that just wouldn't look good if you want to have sort of, yeah, you could use some poses for it, but if you just want to have him like talking to someone, you'd have to get it really odd. And the fists are definitely fists. I'm fine with them. He does not come with a hand that has the time device on it. That's a little annoying, because I definitely think that if you're going to use this version, you would have the time device on it. I definitely think he even had it. Maybe he had it during the final battle. I think he did. Maybe not. But he comes with an alternate pair of both. So, the left hand and the right fist. He also comes with an accessory for a Build-A-Figure I have not collected, but now I want to collect because I want to have this on my in my display. The Iron Gauntlet. So, it's a simple cone of rubber or soft plastic. You push it over Hulk's fingers, and then you plug in the hand to his joint. And yeah, it's definitely the Gauntlet. It looks fantastic. I definitely wish we got a snapping version. That would make that figure much more better. I definitely hope that we get a Hulk who's in the actual suit, who's about to snap, and also a Hulk that has like a rage face and has some veins going through him. And he comes with 4 arc reactor blasts. These are cast in blue with some slight shadings of white. Definitely not as much as we got in 2016, but definitely a lot. And you know, that really does It really does make it a little bit better. That does make it a little bit cooler. So let's get on to some scaling. Just going to try to get him in a sort of neutral position, not to arc forwards or backwards. There we go. I don't know when Avengers Endgame comes out, but it definitely comes out soon on DVD, I think. I can't wait to buy that. I'm going to watch it like all the day. Maybe it already did come out. Now that I think about it, it probably already did. But I'm going to watch it a lot because it was so good. So good. That's definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies. And it deserves it. It was 3 hours long and it kept me interested the whole 3 hours. Which I don't know if a lot of people talked about that. They were like, oh, this is such a good finale to the whole thing. But I was definitely thinking, like, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to like this. Maybe I'm not going to like it. So there he is with Rescue Pepper Potts. And I think they look well together. But yeah, I was definitely happy with Endgame. Would I have been happy if they kept Tony alive? Yeah, I would have. But again, what could they do with him after that? His whole story arc was done. Here he is with Cap. He is slightly taller than Cap, definitely a hair or two. I think that works. Here he is with the last of the Marvel Legends, the Mark 50 Iron Man, which is much taller than him. Then again, this one has a permanent ab crunch. It's definitely taller than him. That I don't really like that. And here he is with SH Figure Arts Tony Stark. Tony is definitely shorter than him, but of course he should be, which I think is good. You could definitely use this Tony Stark. Just say that he's in there. Maybe you could even. Let's just try real quick. I have the different head on him, if you're wondering. I mean, no, it doesn't work. That's what it looks like. That doesn't work. That doesn't. That shouldn't be allowed. Why do I think that should be allowed? Oh, no, wait, that is the one that came with him. I've put a couple of the heads, the sunglasses one on him, and that just looks much better. So, what do I think about this guy? He's great. Now, the articulation is normal for the body and legs. He does have a ball joint, which can get really good crunches. I'm sorry, this is the best one I've seen out of a lot. The head is sort of definitely my main problem with this figure. If it had a ball joint style head, I would be putting this much higher. But sorry. But the real question is, should you go and try to hunt this guy before Christmas? From right now until Christmas, that's going to be the question. Should you hunt this guy down right now? If you're definitely collecting Bro Thor, do that. Bro Thor, I think, is a terribly funny Build-A-Figure. I'm glad that we get him as a figure. He's terribly funny and terribly good design. I definitely think that if you need Bro Thor, go ahead and find this figure. If you have no luck finding him and you gotta turn to eBay, just wait until the holidays. Put him on your Christmas list, on your Hanukkah list, on your Kwanzaa list, whatever. Should you go hunting for this guy now? I'd say definitely if you're collecting Bro Thor, definitely. If you're not, and you just need some Iron Man in your life, you can wait. We just got a great Iron Man figure, the 80th anniversary one, which I haven't reviewed yet. My God, I'll review that one probably next. I'll review him after a wave of reviewing. I'm going to start to review in waves, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halt, stop motion, normal stuff, bloody, bloody, bloody. So that way it's sort of like a nice, evenly pulse, like a. So it's not just like. So I can't wait to see you tomorrow in the next review. The review will be of Captain America from the first Avengers. From the first Avenger, not the first Avenger, the first Avengers movie. Avengers. That one, I'll be reviewing him. I cannot wait to see it until tomorrow, so I'll see you in the next video. I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm really out of it today. But I gotta admit, I really do like this figure. definitely, if you find him, pick him up real quick. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Bye.